Hello everyone, Avoki Studios here. I'm doing a mock review again because today as of the day of uploading, because I'm actually recording it the day before, is Trans Visibility Day. And yeah, I'm a proud supporter of of well all queer all queer people. So I thought I'll do a review on everyone's favorite trans girl, Tamaru or Tamaru. I don't think there's like an official pronunciation, but yeah. Uh, this mock is pretty simple. Basically, the idea behind her is I got like I once bought like this huge well, no, not really huge, but like I bought like a few sets, and the seller was kind enough to throw in some masks. Some of them actually being quite rare, that including the lime Rao, and that made me think of the obvious. The that made me think of Tamaru, because yeah, that just seemed too perfect to not make it. Because like uh I don't want to spoil too much, but I do have plans for the future for like the early Bionicle, like, you know, the golden ages. So I needed like the Tohonga, right? Initially I thought I'm gonna just use this build, but then I came to a conclusion that it's not gonna work because these little f***ers are so expensive that you know, I'm not getting enough of them to make like the whole village. So I decided to use the, you know, the McDonald's sets as like some of them, but for the rest try to replicate that design with like other pieces. So yeah, basically she started like this a little series of mine where I just like Tohonga styled mocks. Thank God we're not on the Bionicle Reddit, because you can't say that there. But yeah, Tamaru is I lost my train of thought. Yeah, basically I'll go over like the backstory, like of why this character is a trans icon. Because basically, if you know the Gamma Torrent and the Torrent of Water are all female, and Lima Torrent, Tamaru is Lima Torrent, are all male, and they have like these traits that, for example, you know, Gamma Torrent are naturally like naturally love water. It's their environment. And Lima Torn like trees, jungles, and like swinging on vines and other jungly stuff. But with Tamaru, it's different. It's actually like, as far as I'm aware, like all of Lima Torn are hydrophobic. They straight up don't like water. And Tamaru actually shares more traits with a Gamma Torrent than a Lima Torrent. Tamaru like swimming, likes water, and doesn't feel comfortable in like the trees where mostly thorn would be. So with uh with trans people being pretty prominent in the Bionicle community, the headcanon that Tamaru is actually a trans girl was born, and I am all for it. I love it. I think it's really cute. So I made Tamaru and gave her this little trans flag. Now for the actual MOC review. Starting with the feet, as always. Uh, they're really posable. Well, pretty posable, I guess. They use a bootleg mixel joint from Go Bricks, like this. They can bend pretty far back, not so much forward because those slopes stop it. And like an interesting part usage, I think at least, is like, alright, as you can probably see, I don't have fucking like fingernails, so I'm not gonna be able to detach those two tiles. But basically, this is like a mega constructs part. Well, not actually. It's a bootleg of a mega constructs part, but I added it to replicate like the Tohonga feet have these like pinholes on the toes. So this is basically like a reference to that. It's attached to like these are like cut pin lift arms. Overall, like pretty simple feet there, mainly system on the toe ball joints. The torso was actually really tricky because I didn't have much teal parts. There are actually like arguments on what Tamaru's color scheme actually is, because, well, some try to argue that she has like yellow instead of lime and whatnot, and that the teal is actually green. But no. For one, we did see her in Monog 2. Yeah, I mean, she was in Monog 1, obviously. But then the colors were just kind of like hit or miss. But in Monog 2, we can clearly see that she has teal torso and the rest is lime. But yeah. Anyways, the problem was trying to build a torso with teal, because I didn't have many teal parts. I used most of them. So what I decided to do is basically make it lime and try to cover it as much as possible, and I think it turned out really nicely. These curved slopes are attached on like the stud pins. This is like cut, so it's, I actually really like this shaping because it kind of looks like it's just kind of this armor that is just kind of gives this like cool shaping. Like it had like some kind of reminding of like an extension of a neck, I suppose, kind of like the Metro Nui Matoran had, but that's besides the point. And this is just glued because I am a huge perfectionist, and I do not I am not a fan of dark gray on MOCs, but I kind of didn't feel like painting those, and it kind of works with like how the trans flag is attached. So and I didn't have, so I basically decided, yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Instead, I'm gonna get rid of light gray. But the problem being, I did not have dark gray stud pins back then. So I just used those and just glued this piece to cover it up. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of the torso. I think it turned out nicely. The arms are really simple, just a ball joint, a socket, and this is a cut slicer arm. Because I have a lot of those because... Wait a second. Look at this. How the hell am I supposed to animate this stiff blob of plastic? That's just like... It would not look good. I have to, like, you know, cut them either here or here. I used to do it mostly here, but now I cut it here. To give it even more articulation. But basically I have a lot of I had a lot of leftovers of those parts, so I decided to reuse them as like Tohonga styled arms. It looks pretty accurate. And yeah. Now the head is just on a bar, a socket, a metro head, and this is a cut stud axle, and then this like tile with a bar, an Exoforce arm, and well, the flag is pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, this is Tamaru. I think she turned out really cool. Really proud of this MOC. And yeah, happy Trans Visibility Day to all of my trans homies. Yeah, this was Avoki Studios signing off. Peace.